Hey folks, Dr. Rob Jones here, heydrrob.com. We've been talking about flexion and tolerant spines, right? The part of your lower back here, the lumbar spine, that pain that comes on when you sit too much, that when you bend, you're not quite at a disc bulge. But if you keep going, you potentially may end up with a disc bulge or even worse, a herniation, which we're going to talk about here pretty quickly in another video. Have patients all the time that come in with this flexion intolerant type of back pain. And we talked about why it feels good to stretch it, but why we don't want to do it, okay? If you don't understand the neurology behind it, go back to the previous video where I'm at my whiteboard, explain it all out, and it'll make perfect sense. Now, I see this a lot from online videos, from yoga instructors and Pilates instructors, and even some physical therapists, telling patients to stretch their backs. They do these 3 or 4 moves, and I want to demonstrate what these are so you know what not to do. Don't do them. Remember, flexion, that forward-based movement, taking the spine out of lordosis, is what caused the problem. So please don't do these stretches, okay? Number 1, lying on your back, pulling your knees to your chest. Again, may feel good temporarily, but look at the position we're in. We're in full flexion. If your knees break this plane right here, you can feel your pelvis go into a posterior pelvic tilt. It flattens out the lordosis, L5-S1 opens up, and your discs will push back. So again, please don't do this one. Number 2, single knee to chest. Okay, again, same principle. You do this, you rotate the pelvis, you open up L5-S1, you cause a disc bulge. And here's the best one. We see this all the time. It's rotation. Yes, you stretch the muscles a little bit, but you put the disc complex at risk when you do this. Okay? Again, right now, I'm rotating my spine and I'm putting the disc complex, the ligament that wraps around the disc, I'm putting it under load and I'm stretching it. We don't want ligaments to be stretched out, folks. We want ligaments to be stable. They are what hold joints together. You don't want flexible ligaments. If you have flexion intolerance, it's because you already have too much flexibility in those ligaments. So if you want to learn how to stretch properly, look at my video that shows you how to stretch properly, keeping your spine in a neutral position in that lordosis so you don't hurt your back. Again, don't do your flexion intolerant stretches on the ground. Now, adding to that, we don't ever really want to bend over and touch our toes unless we do it once in a while. Okay, again, yes, I'm getting a nice stretch here, but look, I can bend over to touch my toes, but my spine is only good to about right here. I continue to go, well, hey, yeah, look at me, I'm flexible, I can get the floor, but I'm hyperflexing my back, okay? I'm putting pressure on my lower back. How about this one, okay? Your hamstring stretch where you bend over this way. Horrible for your back because you're flexed, but also not good for your hamstrings because guess what? Your hamstring is actually under load and it's not relaxing. You're actually damaging your spine and really not doing a good job of stretching your hamstrings. Here's another one that people love to get from other practitioners and trainers and such. And again, I'm not trying to belittle anybody, but I just want people to understand you have to advocate for yourself because you're potentially not going to get good advice. Stretching the piriformis, okay, the muscle back here or the glutes, okay, going like this and going like this. Right here, I've got a decent little piriformis stretch, but most of my patients will say, well, I was told to come under here and pull back this way. Well, again, look at my lumbar spine, you can see it. It's flattened completely out, and I'm basically bulging my discs. If you want to learn how to do the proper stretches, go to my website, heydrrob.com, check out my book, Protect Your Back 101. Check me out on the socials at Hey Dr. Rob. If you really like this video, if you feel like it was helpful, give us a like and a subscribe and keep following me. And don't forget to protect your back.